What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Garrett. I'm a 7-figure OA and wholesale Amazon seller, showing you all how you can make a living off of Amazon as well. In today's video, we're talking seasonal products, specifically how to find and source these seasonal products. Now, seasonal products aren't something you're going to build your catalog around and build your business around. However, they can be extraordinarily profitable if sourced correctly and proactively, right? We want to have these products ready to be sold when the consumers are looking to purchase. So with that being said, stick around for the video. We're going to hop in my screen and I'll show you exactly how we can source and find these profitable opportunities. So today we're going to be looking for seasonal opportunities to sell on Amazon. And by seasonal items, we mean items that consumers are going to pay a premium for leading up to holidays, Valentine's Day, Christmas, obviously, Halloween, Thanksgiving, all these big holidays that consumers either don't feel like going shopping or waited too long and now they have to wait, and now they have to go to Amazon Prime to get the 2-day shipping and those sorts of things, right? And the strategy is if we can proactively find products which we know are going to spike in price and increase in demand leading up to a specific time period, we can take advantage of those, use Keepa's data on the back end to kind of know and foreshadow what's going to happen with those price markets. Bring the supply, have it ready at Amazon for ready the consumers are for when the consumers are looking to go purchase, right? And so, as always, Keepa Product Finder is going to allow us to find some of these opportunities. And being that we're in January now is a time to start to have our mindset on Valentine's Day, right? Valentine's Day is mid-November or mid-February, sorry. And so now's the time to start being, if we're going to take advantage of some of the increased sales and seasonal opportunities around Valentine's Day, now is the time that we're going to be wanting to send those items into FBA to have them ready to be purchased by consumers, right? Because when we're talking about seasonal holidays, our items, our products need to be available for the consumer to purchase when they are ready to do so, right? And so it doesn't do us any good having our items ready a day before Valentine's Day or 2 days before Valentine's Day, right? Consumers are going to be purchasing and getting ready to decorate for Valentine's Day, to throw parties, all those sorts of things, maybe a week or 2 weeks before, right? So we kind of have to reverse engineer our timeline. If we're using a prep center, we have to account for that. Buying from the supplier, how long does it take them to process those orders? How long is FC transfer at the time, right? So we start from our time period, right? So say, for example, for Valentine's Day, 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, we want everything active, right? And so how long is FC transfer? Maybe 2 weeks. So we got to backtrack 2 weeks, right? How long does our prep center take to process our items and ship them to Amazon? Now we got to backtrack another 2 weeks, right? And so we have to kind of reverse engineer our timeline to make sure we're prepared and our products are active. But with that being said, let's get into actually finding some of these opportunities, right? And so Keepa Product Finder has a cool search function, and it's sort of a text field, right? And so what this allows us to do is search Amazon items, Amazon listings, for specific keywords in the product title. And being that we're now looking for Valentine's Day items, we can look and search for Valentine in the product name. So we see 670,000 items. We're going to want to narrow that down a bit more. We can add an Amazon out of stock filter, as well as let's also do a offer filter, because a lot of them, and we can even click in here to see, a lot of these are likely going to be private label, right? A lot of flat lines, like that's private label. A lot of private label products that we're just going to want to try and avoid. And so to do that, we can just simply add an offer filter that says we're only looking for products that have 3 or more sellers on them. So we can do that right here. FBA offers, we're going to do a minimum of 4, and that's going to cut that down dramatically. So we have 98 results that meet our criteria, being Valentine's Day in the title, Valentine's in the title, no Amazon, and have 4 or more sellers, right? So this isn't going to be an end-all solution. We're just going to use this as an entry point to find other Valentine's-related items, right? This is as if we have no source experience, no sellers to look at, just starting from scratch. And so we can start to look through these results, right? And a lot of these aren't going to be super interesting. A lot of these products I would have no sort of interest in being a part of, right? A lot of these bundles, like I don't know what that is. What I'm mainly looking for now, and what we could even do is we could add and here's one right here. We could add a grocery filter if we wanted to, right? So if we go to category, and I can add a grocery filter as just a good entry point because I know a lot of the grocery items are seasonal based, and we can probably do pretty well with those. So if we look at some of these, right, we see obviously those Heart Lindor chocolates are going to do well. You could see that sort of bow shape, right? And so if we click into one of these, this one, for example, we're going to see anytime we're looking at a seasonal item, we're going to see that sort of bow in the sales rank, right? If we zoom out, we can see it even better. And so what happens is the sales rank is getting worse and worse and worse because no one's buying the product in the off season. And then as soon as we approach that time frame, sales rank drops, buy box appears, and things are happening, right? And so this is really, if we go back to February, this is really a time frame that we're gearing towards, right? And the key point is, and we could already see the offers on this specific product start to increase, right? The key point is we don't care what all this data is, right? We would suspect that no one's buying this stuff in the off season, right? So when we're sourcing now, and the reason why a lot of beginners struggle with this is because they're looking at the point in time metric. They're looking at what the sales rank is now, what the price is now, as an indicator of what it's going to be in the future. But that's not the case, right? Our sample is right here, right? This $10, $11, $12 with this sales rank, this is going to be our sample. And so that is going to be our price point. We're looking to price somewhere between probably 10 and 12. And we can plug this into Google to see if we can purchase it around 10 or 12. It looks like even if that's 3.4 ounces, 3 ounces. Yeah, I mean, so it looks like it would be mildly profitable. I mean, not crazy profitable. 3 ounces, I guess that's probably 3.4. Yes, I don't know if this is the same. But regardless, right, our price looks like it's around 7. So this isn't going to be profitable because if we say our market's between like 13, yeah, 7's not going to work. But what we can do, though, is, right, because we know this is the sample size, we can even go into the buy box statistics, look at that 365, and try and see if we can find some of those sellers, right, 11 months ago that were selling at that point in time. Reason being, a lot of these sellers are probably taking advantage of the same sort of seasonal activity, and this is where we can find and learn from competitors that are kind of doing smart things that we want to be associated with. So all these 11-month sellers who are in here, 12, 13, somewhere in this range, would be good sellers to take advantage of, look into their stores, see if they're prepping for any holidays coming up. This one also looks pretty interesting. So we'll click into this Amazon. Priced at $9.59 right now. Again, this is our sample size right here. We don't care about any of this activity. We don't really care about the sales rank right now because we know it's going to drop. So this, it looks like last year was priced between 13 and 15, 12 and 15, something like that. We'd want to try and develop a couple years of sample to back up any sort of predictions we make. So it looks like last year we were priced between like 13 and 15. We want to kind of correspond that with the drop in demand. So it looks like it happens right here. This is sort of February. $14, $15. It happens quick, right? Because Valentine's season is a very short holiday. So if we go back to last season, it looks like it was up to 15 again. Go back year before, it looks like it might have crept up to 12-ish. And so on and so forth, right? We see that same sort of activity drop in sales rank, increase in buy box, all those good things that are happening, right? So we can estimate that our market probably will increase somewhere between 12 and 15 based on the past couple years of information. And so that is, again, our market, right? So if we start to try and find this product, it looks like we can probably buy it for, as long as it's the same one, which I won't get too much in. It looks like potentially $3.48 if that's the same product. And so if we use that, right, we say price market's $13, $3.48. It looks like it would be a pretty decent profit, $3, and it'll probably move pretty quickly come Valentine's Day, the weeks before Valentine's Day. So this would potentially be a good opportunity to take advantage of some added boost, added sales approaching a major American holiday. Again, similar to what the reasoning from the last seller, We could even go into all these competitive sellers and do a couple things. First and foremost, now that we're approaching this season, we can look at all the other sellers who are pricing and looking to price around where we would be looking to price. So this $14.99, $14.99. This guy looks like he's pretty heavy in stock. So they're probably, doing some smart research behind the scenes, similar to we are. So we'd be interested in this seller, and a couple of these guys we'd look into. Right, probably stopping right here, the $12.75. But similar to what we did in the last video, in the last product, we can go into the buy box statistics and see who was selling at our specific price point around that 11-month time period at the given price, right? And so that would be another good step to take to try and learn and gain insight in additional sources, products, sellers, etc., etc. We could always kind of just also hang out on Hobby Lobby. That's always going to be a decent source for those seasonal decorational items. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you learned something. If you did, like the video, comment, share it to someone else. And with that being said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next video.